Okay, folks. So, Happy New Year. Happy 2025. I don't know how or what's going to come up and out because this is the third time I've started this recording. And it's high vibe and a lot of cool excitement, a lot of energy because it's the new year. I hope you had a wonderful time celebrating if you decided to celebrate, or if you decided to stay home and keep it low key and quiet, or go to bed and sleep. That's okay. Whatever or however you rang in the new year, I hope it was a good one and that it was what felt right for you. And I'm excited because this message definitely needs to come out, because if I'm starting and stopping, there's a lot of, I'm starting to get up into my own head, which is funny because the first card that came out is Mindset, Gate 47. So I am using the Quantum Human Design Deck, Activation Card Deck by Karen Curry Parker. That was the first one because why? Human design excites me, and I'm very passionate about human design. I'm not an expert at it, but I do seek a lot of clarity and confirmation from my human design chart, and I strongly encourage others to do the same. If you have your human design chart and you want to follow along with this, that would be fun to see if you have any of these gates highlighted in your chart. And if you don't have them highlighted, that's okay too. You can still follow along and know that we all have these gates and channels at some point or other, and the energy comes and goes. It ebbs and flows. Energy, that's all we are, folks, is we're energy, and energy comes and goes. It ebbs and flows, right? So we have everything in the chart, every single one of us, but some, if it's highlighted, that means you have consistent energy in that gate specifically. Okay. But if you don't, that means that you're going to feel and pick up on others who have that gate highlighted. You're going to feel that energy more intensely. And then it'll almost sometimes feel like it's your own energy, but it might be from others around you. So just use your own discernment and know that we are all made up of all of the gates and channels in human design, but some are highlighted and some are not. Open, and there's openness and defined centers. So this isn't a human design reading per se, but it's kind of done in a little different way. It's using the cards, it's the energy. And I'm also using the card deck Angels Prayers Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. I'm excited. I have not pulled those cards. The human design card deck, I just wanted to shuffle it because they feel so good and they're so pretty. So are the angel deck, but there's no buts. So is the angel deck. At the same time, I just couldn't wait to shuffle the human design cards. They have gold foil around the edges. So pretty. Okay. So anyway, I digress. Gate 47 is the first card that came out, and that has to do with our mindset, and that is located in our Ajna Center for Human Design, aka Third Eye Chakra. And before I went to the guidebook, mindset is something that has been talked about constantly for all of us, trying to shift our mindset. And it's about how we perceive and receive information, how we either choose to respond or react to a situation. It's our mindset. Right? Are we going to look Are we going to interpret that situation from a positive or a negative mindset? And if we have a negative mindset, I know me personally, before I started on really diving into my healing journey, because I've been on a healing journey for ever since I can remember, really. Just maybe I didn't label it as such. I didn't realize it was as such, that situation going on, right? But my mindset, I wasn't happy with my mindset, my thoughts, and how I was responding to a lot of things in a negative way. And human design just really opened my eyes to see the lighter and higher expressions of who I am and who I was designed to be. And I also was able to see the lower expressions and the shadow parts of my human design as well, which would explain a lot of my mindset. And also you've got so many other variables thrown in there too, right? But human design helped me realize that and accept both sides of myself. And I'm hoping it does the same for you as well. Whether you choose to follow along or go get your human design chart, or maybe you have it, or if you don't, regardless of that, hopefully this information will be of interest, and there'll be some messages in here for you that resonate and feel good for you. Okay? And just know, please, getting the disclaimers out of the way, I am not a medical professional or a therapist. I am not a counselor, therapist, financial advisor, or legal counsel. If you need help in any of those areas specifically, please go find somebody directly and make an appointment, okay? And because they're there for a reason. My messages here are, I have to say this, they're more for entertainment purposes only, or confirmation of what you already know, and take what resonates and leave the rest. So, without further ado, let us go to the guidebook for Gate 47, Mindset. The challenge with Gate 47 is being able to master a mindset of openness and possibility, to not let inspiration die because you don't know how to fulfill it. The highest expression of Gate 47 is to engage in hopeful, inspired thoughts no matter what is going on around you, to use inspiration as a catalyst for calibrating emotional frequency and the heart. The lower expression, aka unbalanced expression, is to quit or give up an inspiration because you can't figure out how to make it happen. To feel defeated and broken because you think you have ideas that you can't manifest. So, with that being said, if you're unable to manifest your hopes, dreams, and desires, it's okay, folks. Know that you just wondering why it's not happening. First off, know that it all goes back to healing the parts of ourselves that is holding us back, the parts that we've been conditioned through external or internal and generational belief systems and conditioning and situations, experiences, right? Those limiting self-beliefs. And so it's healing those parts. So with the mindset, take a peek into, and I'm encouraging you to do the research when it feels right for you, but For your mindset, if you're wondering why these manifestations might not be coming into fruition for you, first off, do you trust yourself? Do you have self-trust and decisiveness? Are you clear about what you want to manifest? Is it in alignment with your higher self? That's another thing. Is your path and that other situation or want or goal in alignment with who you are truly? Okay. So that's another thing. It's not just about, oh, I want it and I got it. I like it. I want it. I got it. That's Ariana's song, right? It's not always the case, but anyway, and I'm not saying that if you do all of this, that your manifestations are just going to happen, right? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's some starting points to in areas of ourselves that we could maybe focus on healing first and see how that works for us with our manifestations, as long as they're in alignment. And it's also about divine timing. Don't forget about that. Divine timing. Everything in divine timing, if it's in alignment. And even if it's not in alignment, still making that choice and going for it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So chalk it up as a learning experience. But if it works, hey, woohoo, kudos to you. You go. Go you, you do you, boo. Okay, anyway, so gate 47, mindset. If you want to shift your mindset and your perspectives, look towards your self-trust and decisiveness. Affirmations for gate 47. My mindset is the source of my inspired actions and attitude. I know that when I receive an idea and inspiration, it is my job to nurture the idea by using the power of my imagination to increase the potential and emotional frequency of the idea. I consistently keep my inner and outer environment aligned with the energy of possibility and potential. I know that it is my job to create by virtue of my alignment, and I relax knowing that it's the job of the universe to fulfill my inspirations. It's beautiful. So don't give up. Keep an open mind, and listen for the divine inspiration, signs, and synchronicities to take you to that next step. And that leads us into gate 8, fulfillment, which is living in the throat chakra or the throat center. And fulfillment, I felt this was a beautiful accompaniment to gate 47, the mindset, and to this message, because when you keep an open mind and keep reaching for your goals, dreams, and ideas, and you don't give up on yourself, it will eventually lead to fulfillment. I'm hearing Thomas Edison. I'm not going to go into that. We all know that story, right? So, okay, gate 8. The challenge is to learn to express yourself authentically, to wait for the right people to see the value of who you are, and to share yourself with them vulnerably with all your heart. To learn to trust that you are a unique expression of the divine with a purpose and a path. To find that path and to walk it without self-judgment or holding back. So it's about being and daring to step into who you are meant to be unapologetically. It's showing who you are to the world. It's time. It's time to share your story. That's what I'm getting. And the other gate 63 popped up after, and we'll go into that as well. But this is about finding fulfillment when you are no longer trying to hide who you truly are from the world. And when I say hide, that just could also, that's not a negative connotation, although it may have one. It's just maybe you're not ready to share certain parts of yourself with the world, and that's okay. It all takes time, and all in divine timing. This isn't a right or wrong. This isn't a reading to say, oh, well, you know, you're hiding. That's not, I'm not saying it in that context. I'm just sharing that when we are living in the lower expressions or unbalanced expressions of these gates in these channels and these emotions, they will keep us bound and restricted in our old ways and our old thought patterns, our old mindset. And if we want to break out of that way of living and being and thinking, we need to work on ourselves and knowing that working on ourselves and healing the parts that are wounded and hurting inside, by working and releasing those emotions and those feelings, that will help shift us into the higher expressions of ourselves. And it's a gradual process, right? It's very gradual. It's not a one and done, and it's also not a one and done thing either. You could be on your healing journey for, maybe you've been on your healing journey for a year or 2 years or 5 years, but we're always experiencing situations and life. So there's always going to be a chance and an opportunity to learn and heal and grow and repeat. Learn, heal, grow, repeat, right? So affirmation for, the higher expression of gate 8 fulfillment is when you're able to push the edges and boundaries of authentic self-expression, and to realize that you being the full expression of your authentic self is your life purpose. To use your authentic expression to inspire others to fulfill themselves. See a theme here? I do. An unbalanced expression of gate 8 is feeling panicked and disconnected from your life purpose, thinking that your life purpose is something you have to do versus someone you have to be. To try to be someone you're not in an attempt to serve as a role model. Some resilient keys and areas that might be influencing either of these expressions, high or low: authenticity and vitality. What needs to be healed in order for you to come out to express who you are at your core level in your authentic way? Affirmation: I am devoted to the full expression of who I am. I defend and protect the story of my life. I know that when I am expressing myself without hesitation or limitation, I am the contribution that I am here to give the world. Being myself is my life purpose, and my direction flows from my authentic alignment. And that leads us into gate 63 of curiosity, which is coming from the crown chakra, aka head center. And gate 63, for me, it's to remain curious about yourself, about who you are at the core level. Because as you continue to learn about yourself, you will be able to shift your mindset and look at things from a different perspective. And by looking at things from a different and new, fresh perspective, can lead you into fulfillment and more gratifying experiences that are in alignment for you. So going to the guidebook of Gate 63, Curiosity, to not let self-doubt and suspicion cause you to stop being curious. Having the ability to use questioning and curiosity as a way of stimulating dreams of new possibilities and potentials. Thoughts that inspire the question of what needs to happen to make an idea a reality. And the unbalanced expression is to doubt, especially have self-doubt that leads to suspicion and the struggle for certainty. The unwillingness to question an old idea, the loss of curiosity. Basically to give up. And again, it comes back to checking with yourself about your decisions and your choices, decisiveness, self-trust. Do you trust yourself? What area has made you feel like you aren't capable of making that decision for yourself, right? Because you are capable, you are strong, you are more than capable, you're strong, you're determined, you're a beautiful soul, and you can shift. It's just about shifting and thinking about things differently. And it's not easy. I know healing isn't an easy It's not easy, folks. It's an emotional, downright, at times, an ucky emotional mess at times. But the most rewarding and gratifying feeling is when you're able to find and have a breakthrough. And you get that aha moment like, oh my gosh, yes. I understand it. I am lovable. I am worthy of great things. I do have a lot to offer. And you know what? If I just need to make one choice right now. I may have all these things that I want to do, and that's okay. You don't have to pick just one. At the same time, maybe just start with one. So instead of saying like you have to pick or choose one, and that if it doesn't work out, then you have, then that's wrong and that was the worst decision ever. No. How about we shift our mindset and our perspective to say, oh, okay, I'm going to start with that first option or that first goal and dream. And I'm going to see where that journey and path takes me. So we just have to make that first choice. And if it doesn't work, it's okay. It's okay. There were life lessons along the way. And there were experiences that you needed to go through. The divine knows, and they've got it all planned out. And they're there ready to assist you and help you through those moments. And if that path proves to be out of alignment with who you are, guess what? You can pivot and you can shift your mindset and go towards that other goal that you had or have. Make a vision board. Set those goals. Hold those goals, dreams close to your heart. And keep manifesting them too. The more you heal your heart, mind, body, spirit, and soul, the closer you will to be manifesting your dreams and making them a reality. If they're in alignment for your greatest and higher self and the greater good of all beings and things. Okay? Confirmation. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was my puppers. So, affirmation for gate 63, curiosity. My curiosity makes me a conduit of possibility thinking. I ask questions that stimulate imaginations. I allow the questions of my mind to see dreams that stimulate my imagination and the imagination of others. I share my questions as an opening to the fulfillment of potential in the world. Don't stop being curious. Don't stop being curious. Let that curiosity be infused with your learning and your healing journey and your self-discovery, because that will lead to self-fulfillment and gratification, and it will be a ripple effect. Forgive me if I've said this, but I'm going to repeat it again. When you find pure gratification and fulfillment at a soul level, that will be the ripple effect. It will create a ripple effect, and it'll spread in a beautiful way to all beings and things. And you will become an inspiration to those around you, and that too will just become a ripple effect. So you never know what your healing journey and how you shift and pivot your mindset into a more positive, uplifting, peaceful, loving way, if that's your goal. I mean, for me, that's my goal, right? I want peace. I lived in chaos, and no thank you. I'm done. I've learned. Thank you. Got the t-shirt. Next. So, you got this. We got this. Okay, so let's get some clarifying messages. All right, angels and archangels. Who's here with us today? Could you give us some clarifications on gate 47, our mindset, please? Who is here to help us with our mindset? Okay, thank you. The miracle of forgiveness, Archangel Jeremiel. Thank you, Archangel Jeremiel, for helping us understand the process of forgiveness. That's a powerful one. Forgiving ourselves and forgiving others. If that strikes a chord, I highly encourage you and invite you to sit with that and ask for clarification with your spirit team or your higher power, whomever resonates for you. Thank you, Archangel Jeremiel. Because, and also just a friendly reminder, forgiving others for their wrongdoing isn't about them. It's about releasing that emotional connection that is holding you back. So it's for you. And you do have a loved one or loved ones in heaven who are drawing close to you at this time. Thank you, loved ones in heaven, for drawing close to us this time to help us through these times of forgiveness. And forgive yourself. Forgive yourself what happened to you, how you lived when you were in your unhealed ways, your unhealed versions of you. Forgive yourself. We all make choices that might not have been the best. Okay? So you have to forgive yourself and find ways to release and forgive yourselves. Thank you. Thank you. Would you please, angels, guides, spirits, divine spirit, divine guides, holy angels, will you please give us some clarification on gate 8? Fulfillment. Who's here about gate 8? Ooh. Oh, honor your beauty. Archangel Jophiel. Thank you, Archangel Jophiel, for helping me discover my inner and outer beauty. Oh, that's gorgeous. You're a beautiful soul. And I got chills. You're a beautiful soul. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. Forgiving others also, just a heads up, forgiving others doesn't make their choice, what they did to you or said to you, doesn't make it all right. It doesn't condone their behavior. There we go. It doesn't condone their behavior. It is simply forgiving their actions and their behavior and releasing that energy and that energetic pull that it has on you at this time. Because that could very well be holding you back from seeing the beauty of what you have to offer the world. Whether that's internal or external. Well, actually it's both, because you're beautiful on the inside and the outside. And if you don't feel that way, call on Archangel Jophiel. Ooh, transformation. Thank you, Archangel Zedkiel. I mean, folks, is this not amazing? I love this. Thank you. Thank you, angels. Thank you, archangels. Transformation, Archangel Zedkiel. Thank you, Archangel Zedkiel, for supporting us to transform from our past challenges. Yes. Thank you for the confirmation. Call on Archangel Zedkiel. Okay. Oh, all right. Confirmation for clarity about gate 63 and curiosity. Oh, peace and harmony, Archangel Raguel. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing. Thank you, Archangel Raguel, for surrounding our life in a harmonious light. It's a golden white light. So when you're looking for that peace, that inner peace and that harmony and that to restore the balance, call on Archangel Raguel, or know that Archangel Raguel is all around you. Think of the golden white sparkly light. Gotta add the sparkles in there. Thank you, Archangel Raguel, for surrounding our lives in a harmonious light. Because that will help continuously spark our curiosity. To learn about ourselves, to heal those parts, to know that peace and harmony are possible. Ooh. study and learning. Thank you, angels, for allowing us to see that every day is a learning day. This is great, folks. What a beautiful way to wrap up this session. So I wish you all the best on the rest of your day on January 1st, 2025. Are there oh, okay, we've got someone else is popping up. Leap of faith. Take that leap of faith, folks. Take this as confirmation. Leap of faith says, I am ready to take a leap, angels. Thank you for doing it with me. So if you are looking for confirmation, here you go, folks. It is time to take that step to heal the parts that are holding you back from truly expressing who you are at a soul core level. You've got a beautiful heart, mind, body, spirit, and soul. Share your experiences with the world. When you are ready, and don't forget to lean into your divine team. They're ready and waiting to help you and assist you and be there by your side. Thank you all again for joining. Happy New Year. I hope this message brought some aha moments for you as well. And if for your human design chart, if you don't have your human design chart, I can put a description or a link in the description box of where you can run your free human design report, or you can reach out to yours truly, and I'd be happy to run a human design report for you. Your chart. We can start with your chart, and that will give you the basic information of your human design type, your strategy, your inner authority, like what runs or what can help you in your decision process in your making. And just know that human design, this is just it's a guide. It doesn't mean that this is set in stone. This is who I am, and I have to live by my chart. And no, this is about shedding some clarity on how you were made, your energy at the time of birth and even before you were born, the energy, the frequencies that were surrounding your birth. And you are a very beautiful and unique individual, and you have something awesome to offer the world. So get out of your head. Share what's on your heart with the world at the right time with the right people, and they will guide you. Your team, your spirit team, your you know who I'm talking about. Your angels, our angels will guide you. Look for those messages, those signs and synchronicities. Thank you again. I love you all. Happy New Year. Keep safe out there. And go reach for the stars. Actually, reach for the moon. Reach for Pluto. Keep going. Dream bigger, darling. I love you.